Hi everybody, my name is Vita and today is a special day because I'm going to be returning to the stage. Yay! By returning to the stage, I mean tonight, I will be performing in a full-length play, which is something that I haven't done since pre-transition. Now, I did have my own one-woman show back in 2022, but honestly, this is different. This feels different. This is entirely different. And I'm gonna be doing a makeup look that is a little bit different from what I normally do. So this is my character notebook, and as you can see, I've been like plotting out what eyeshadows I might want to do and how I'm going to do my lip. But of course, I'm also pretty nervous. For the most part though, I am excited just because I've been waiting to perform in a theatrical production for a really long time. And, you know, I just thought it wasn't for me anymore. And here I am, getting to play a trans woman, and it's awesome. It's awesome. And the whole cast is just so kind. I went to go see the show yesterday just to do another like study of like how they're doing everything. And yeah, everyone met me with so much kindness. And yeah, I'm really excited to like play around today and get into character, see who this girly really is. You know, I want to feel myself shift into her. So part of doing my makeup differently is going to be part of that process. I was so determined to do really well for this show and really show them what I got, you know? So I even went as far as washing all of my makeup brushes. That way I could have a really smooth application today and things wouldn't stress me out, you know? I have also been breaking out, and I'm not sure if that's because of the laser or because of my makeup brushes needing to be washed, but that's another reason as to why I did it. I got up nice and early today and I took the bus to go get my eyebrows threaded as a little like treat yourself, and also they really needed to be done. Now I'm starting to run out, but to set the white, I'm going to be using my Huda Beauty little cherry blossom setting powder. It really just makes the white glow so beautifully, and it definitely stays in place. If you are wanting to support brands that are pro-Palestine and have like really good ethics as opposed to e.l.f. as we've seen, I definitely recommend investing in some Huda Beauty. Obviously the price point is going to be a little bit more expensive, but I will get a few select products. You know, like I think it's fair to say, like, when it comes to my makeup in general, like I definitely try and find a cheap alternative first before I reach for something that's sold at Sephora. But you know, like sometimes the product is just so good, you gotta get it, you know? Okay, so for my eyeshadow, I'm sure you're dying to know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be using this Makeup by Mario palette. We're gonna do some really smoky, grungy colors from over here. These grays, these browns, this black. And then we're going to cut the crease and go in with this Immortal shade from the Twilight palette. This is gorgeous. I think I might even mix in a little bit of one of these glitters. Y'all, I dropped this palette on the ground and it fully just like shattered, and like, oh my gosh, one of my eyeshadows just completely disintegrated on my floor. And some of the shades that are in here aren't even the correct names because I didn't remember it. Yeah. Anyways, I'm probably gonna use this blue shade right here, Airtime. But I am feeling like a grunge like look, you know, like she has been on the streets, okay? That's the kind of girl she is. So I think her makeup should be like really I think, blinding like this. Isn't this gorge? It has enough reflect in it so that way it's going to be seen. And, you know, for those audience members that are a little bit closer to me, they'll really be able to see that blue. What I've been doing with my eyeshadow is that I've really been playing it safe. And by that, I mean, I haven't been utilizing all of my lid space. I have hooded eyes, which can make it kind of tricky to have like really gorge eyeshadow looks. But if you can see what I'm doing right here, I'm packing the eyeshadow right above my eyelid here. That way it can kind of be seen. Yeah, this is something that I've really needed to build up the confidence for, because I think I just have anxiety that it's gonna look like really dramatic. But at the same time, it's like I can't see the colors that I blended together. So I'm gonna be placing it a little bit right here below the arch of my eyebrow. I really want it to look like classy and put together, but I also really want it to look like she kind of did her makeup with her fingers. This play takes place in 1966, so I don't want to be too modern with the makeup. It is hot today, so I have to get on a bus and then I have to get on BART in order to get to the show, which is again why I'm doing my makeup really early. So hopefully it stays put, and the sun gets a little bit cooler by the time that I have to leave. Hopefully when I'm filming, my camera looks somewhat like straight and it doesn't look super crooked. I think I've done it decently well. I think I just really need a new tripod. This one is really cheap and it kind of like leans a little bit. I'm really playing it safe right now, but I'm gonna take the leap and go in with a little bit more dark brown. I want it to be a little bit more smoky. I think this is dark enough, and if I want to add a little bit more, I will, but I'm a little scared, so I'm not going to go too far. This is a really fun trick you can do when it comes to using glitters and it comes to using any type of bright pigment to cut your crease. I highly recommend getting a flat brush and getting a white. You could, for a more natural look, just use your concealer for the cut crease, but using a white is really going to make whatever glitter you're using or like pastel-y type color pop out. She has that like don't fuck with me attitude and kind of like I don't give a fuck, I'm gonna say what it is that I want to say, but she's not dumb, you know. I think she definitely wants to be safe when she's out and about. I am using my finger because these glitters, like I said, are really chunky, which is just kind of like, I guess, the term used for the type of glitter it is. Some are more sheer and you can apply with the brush, but I've noticed that these ones, at least from ColourPop, they function a little bit better when your finger is involved. Yeah, this is giving. I want it to be a little bit darker though. Y'all, this is giving. This is almost exactly what I wanted. I think I just want this blue to be a little bit more dark. Yeah, I think I just... Lashes always make things better. But now I'm gonna go ahead and do the eyeliner. Let's see how well it glides across this glitter. So what I'm starting to notice is that this is starting to look a little bit more silver than it is blue. What I think I might do next time is probably go in with a dark base. That way it will really shine through. You can do that too. I know I said use white if you want to like really make glitters pop, but I have also seen makeup artists have like black eyeshadow as their base and then they layer on top of glitter and it looks phenomenal. I think next time I'll go in with this shade, the Collins. It's a little bit darker, it's a little bit more reflective, and I think if I had that on as a base and then put on the chunky blue glitter, then it might have looked a little bit more blue, but this is fine. It's still giving blue. When it comes to foundation application, I'm always putting it on my hands first, and then I kind of do this across motion like this. And then I slowly kind of just go back and forth as I creep up my face. So I feel like for blush, normally I go for a pink. Either I'm using the One Size Cheek Clapper Trio, or as of lately, I've actually been playing with this Milani blush right here in the shade Berry Amour. But I'm actually going to be going in with this Hip Dot palette that I was gifted a while ago. And I'm going in with this red Sunbeam. This is really red. This is like super pigmented. Wow. You can tell this palette is really old because there's a lot of fallout that's going on kind of all over my workstation. Now there's a bunch of red dust. Okay, can I just say, girly who did my eyebrows this morning, thank you so freaking much. Like, this is giving. I've completely stopped filling in my eyebrows just because they're so thick. It doesn't really matter for me anymore, and I'm not shaving off the tail end of my eyebrow anymore, so I'm not doing that shape anymore. And boom, yeah, it's fleeky. It's giving fleek. This is the look. Okay, I am gonna be putting on a wig, so that's why I straighten my hair. I'm like straighten my hair, it's still a little bit curly. But yeah, I'm gonna be pinning my hair up to put on this unit. But check out the lip. I'm really proud of the lip. I think we did good, y'all. I'm really excited. I'm gonna head out.
Why you too, bitch? Thank you.
Yes! We did that shit! Hey. So it is the morning after the show, and let me just say, I feel really accomplished. Everyone was so nice and really kind, and you know, everybody was like, congratulations, congratulations, as soon as the show was over, and it meant a lot to me. And something that I've been missing from theater was, of course, not only like performing, but also like that community that you form when you have a cast. And yeah, it just felt so special. Thank you guys for all of your support. Be sure to give a like, give a follow, give a subscribe, whatever the fuck. And yeah, you'll hear from me soon. Bye.